My friend, let's talk about how the 90-day YouTube challenge is going. I have made myself the challenge. I've thrown down the gauntlet to myself to record 3 videos a week and post 3 videos a week for 90 days here on YouTube. And I talked all about that in a previous video, so I'm not going to recap exactly why I'm doing that, although we will link it up so that you can go check that out if you would like to. And I'm going to bring you along the journey, like I have said, on what is working well, what isn't, and what I'm doing differently as I am going through this challenge. And the reason this is so important, I think, is not because I think a lot of people that are watching this will be creating YouTube channels. I think it is because doing something new and doing it consistently and doing it imperfectly when it feels like you're a total beginner and you have no idea what you're doing is something that we all do in our businesses in different ways. So I know that people watching this are wellness professionals that have their own business, or they would like to have their own business. And I know that that will come up for you as well. So if you're watching this video, I know that you're going to have to do things imperfectly, but do them consistently and keep going even when it feels like nothing is working. So let's get into YouTube, shall we? How is it going for weeks 2 to 3? I just am going to dive in with what's going well. This is how I start every evaluation, and I highly suggest that you do as well. Take your brain on a journey of what's going well. Collect evidence for what is going well. Before you even think about what isn't going well, we have to acknowledge what is going well. We have to celebrate, and we have to get into the frame of mind that things are working somewhere. And actually, a lot of things are working here on YouTube. And I want to talk about that because I keep forgetting my own goal to myself is to record and upload 3 videos a week for 12 weeks, for 90 days. And even though I have said that and I've created videos about that and I know that that is my goal, secretly I keep thinking that it's not working because I am not seeing other metrics improve that aren't even the goal. Like, the goal is to consistently do the things and to learn some stuff over the next 12 weeks or over 12, we're further into it now, but over the course of 90 days for 12 weeks, it's to learn some stuff. And I keep forgetting that. So I think that is, I'm going to put this in the what's going well column this week, is that I am continually reminding myself that the goal is to consistently show up and do it. It's not to hit it out of the park and get 1 million clients from each video, because that's not realistic right now. That's not even the goal. The goal is to figure out, how can I make this easier on myself to produce these videos? How can I make it easier on my team? How can we kind of get this process down? And how can I just get into the flow of doing it without the expectation that it's going to be perfect and that every single video will hit it out of the park? Because of course it won't. I've never done this before. All right, so what's going well is reminding myself of that. Another thing that is going well is that the 3 goals a week is being met, or 3 goals a week, 3 videos a week. The goal of recording and now uploading 3 videos a week is being met. I talked about in the last evaluation video of the first week that we had a bunch of old videos that were like Ask Me Anything Andrea videos that we decided to post on the channel just to kind of get the process going of publishing videos. And this will probably be in the what didn't go well column, but we publish a lot of videos really quickly. And so those were going out. But while they were going out, those videos that had already been recorded like a year ago, I was also like filming and then getting like the new videos edited. So you won't see the results of all of this stuff that has happened that I'm gonna go over in this evaluation, but there has been a lot of video creation that hasn't hit the channel yet. And I keep having to remind myself of that as well, that I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, well, I can't believe that we don't have more views with all these videos. These video topics are amazing. I thought they would do great. And then I have to remember, oh, but those haven't even published yet. Slow down. Settle down. Okay, so what is going well? The 3 videos getting recorded every week is going very well. Sometimes I'm doing more than 3 videos, so that's kind of surprising. And I am really seeing that my capacity to record videos when I'm not being so perfectionistic about it is quite high. So that's going well. The thumbnail process is getting better. I talked about last time I did a little update video, I talked about the thumbnail process being rough. The YouTube thumbnails are the bane of my existence. I can just confidently say that now. They're hard. It's hard to figure out somebody that can make them kind of look decent, but also like having a compelling thumbnail that correlates to the video topic. That is an art form. I do not claim to be good at this or to even know what I'm doing right now, but we're weeding through, we're figuring it out. And I am doing much better at taking a few still shots of myself to use in the thumbnail. That's what I was forgetting to do before. So that's going a little bit better. I'm not saying it's a well-oiled machine by any stretch of the imagination, but it's going a little bit better. I also finally moved into my new office. So you are seeing this video coming from a different area in my house than my other videos were. And actually, I've been recording in here now for a couple weeks, but that was kind of just logistically getting set up with the lighting and like all of the moving pieces tech-wise was no small feat. So that's what's going well. We have to take the celebrations where we can. Got all moved, got that all set up, which was amazing. I'm recording videos in batches, and that is really working well. So I'm not recording like onesie, twosie videos. I'm trying to do them all at one time, which does work really well. And I'm getting a little bit less freak out-ish, is that a thing, on the thumbnails. So I'm releasing my expectations a little bit on the thumbnails. That will evolve over time. Okay, so now we've celebrated. I've done my what's going well. Let's get into the what didn't go well in weeks 2 to 3, which is a couple weeks ago. So I have notes here and I've been taking notes, but as I'm recording this is in retrospect. So I'm trying to not conflate what my evaluation is for right now currently with what it was a couple weeks ago, which is also interesting. All right, so in weeks 2 to 3, I did the third video. Remember, I have the goal of 3 videos a week. So I recorded the third video on one of these weeks from the front seat of my vehicle. It was rough. I was like, oh my gosh, I don't have time to record this video. And I was kind of thinking of a topic while I was driving. And so I just was like, I'm just going to record this video in the front seat and just get it done. I kind of don't love that I did that, because even though the content was exactly what I wanted to say and I had something on my mind and I kind of did a little rant, I would like to plan my time a little bit better and not be recording a video in the front seat of my vehicle. So that's like a little bit on the what didn't go well. But I guess by the same token, I did get the video done and, happened. And I wasn't perfectionistic about it. So there's pros and cons there. I also, I have to say, in the what didn't go well, the organic growth on YouTube has not been super impressive to me in weeks 2 to 3. So I'm going to show you what I mean by that. I'm looking at my other screen and I'm going to be diving into some of these metrics that you see on the screen. So the period that we are evaluating here is June 1st to the 13th, which you see right here. And for that period of time, we were having 3 videos, 3 videos, 3 videos. These are all different days, as you can see. Well, maybe that isn't obvious, but the way that this looks is you can see this little number at the bottom is how many videos we're getting released that day. And so we had 3 videos releasing a day with these Ask Me Anything videos I told you about. And I think what happened here is our view count started to go down, as you can see. And I think what was happening is YouTube was not a real big fan of 3 videos a day, especially from a channel that hasn't been super active for a while. So I think that it maybe thought that was like bot or spam uploads. And I think for that reason, a lot of people were not seeing those videos. Not that a lot of people see the videos right now anyway, but I think that's why views were going down during this time. So what I ended up doing is I spread them out. Instead of all of them going out on one day, I spread it out here at the end where I realized that was happening. And then we saw that views were actually starting to trend up a little bit. So lesson learned on that. Then we started all these Ask Me Anything videos posted here. Those were all done. So then it was time to get into the cadence of 3 videos a week. So that's what you're seeing here. Starting on June 9th was the first video, second video, and third video of kind of my like what I'm thinking of as a normal week of 3 videos posting a week. And as these were rolling out and I was looking at the metrics and I was looking at the number of views and the watch time and how many subscribers were coming from these videos, and I was not impressed with that in here. I got spastic. I'm just going to be honest. I got spastic, and I sent out this video on Friday the 13th, June 13th. I sent out this one to my email list, and I said, hey, I've been, doing this secret thing where I've been doing YouTube videos. Come check out the YouTube channel. So we had a lot more traffic on that day because I introduced a variable, which I wasn't going to do. So this is why I'm saying this in the what didn't go well column, because I had the intention of going for the entire month of June without telling my audience that I was producing YouTube videos, because I wanted to see what the growth would be organically of just YouTube finding the right people and like the algorithm sending the videos out. but I got spastic and I sent it out to my list. So I soiled my own experiment rather. And that's what you're seeing here is on Friday the 13th, we sent it out to the email list. So the subscriber count went up that day substantially. On the day before, it was 2 subscribers, and we had 10 the next day. Still small numbers, but I am happy with it. I am happy with just seeing, I don't know, seeing the graph go up in any way. It makes me happy. And that's really what I wanted to do for this challenge. I wanted to consistently show up, record videos imperfectly, post them, publish them, and hopefully see that views and subscribers were going up. It doesn't have to be huge, but just see them trending in the right direction. So that is happening, which is cool. Okay. This is where I got weird again when I got spastic and sent out the video, because I was like, oh my gosh, we're just not getting that much traction. Like, what's happening? And this is where I realized after the fact, I'm like, but we haven't really posted the videos. I've recorded them, they're edited, they're scheduled to come out in future weeks, but we haven't been posting them yet. We forget. And so I also wanted to mention that in this evaluation, and just like throw it out there, that when we're so in it and we're so immersed in our own messaging and our marketing and our sales process and everything in our business, we feel like everybody else is too. This is totally normal, and it's definitely what was happening to me here. I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not saying the right stuff. And the reality is, nobody has seen this stuff yet. It literally hasn't even been published yet. But I'm so in it and I'm so immersed in it, and I'm so like, expecting everything to go fast, even though I keep saying, oh, I'm just going to be happy with consistently showing up. I secretly have these other standards for myself. Clearly, they're rearing their head. And so I'm just going to be honest about that too, which is interesting, right? And I think that anytime we set a big goal or we, get public about anything, we can find out these tendencies that we have, and they will become clear. And that is exactly what's happening for me right now. Okay, so based on that, on my what's not really working that well, here's what I have decided, and here's what I have changed in the last few weeks. I am recording earlier in the week, and so that the video where I recorded from the front seat of my vehicle was on a Friday afternoon when I was feeling all the Friday feels, and it had been a week, and I had just done all the things that I was like, I do not have it in me to go do a video in my office right now. So I have learned from that experience, and I'm just recording the videos earlier in the week. That was a pretty easy fix, and that's working really well. So that is one thing. And then now that I did get crazy and sent the videos out to my email list, now I'm all in on that. So now I am sending out new videos to our email list, and even doing a few posts on LinkedIn actually as the new videos post, I'm sending those out. And so I would just foreshadow that when we look at the results in future evaluation weeks, we're going to see that these numbers are higher because I have inflated them by sending it out to my audience. And I just want to say this, like, I really didn't want to do that for the first month because I wanted to see just organically, like I said, if the YouTube algorithm would go find the right people. But I think that it does really help to give the right people to the algorithm and let it see, oh, these are the people that watch the videos. These are the people that are the most interested, so it can find more of those. So, all roads lead to Rome. It's going to be fine either way, but there's pros and cons to each way to do that. So what I also wanted to show, this page of data was for weeks 2 to 3, but this is showing from when we started, which was May 2nd is what I'm counting as the start date, because that was in the last evaluation video, the date on the graph. So I just wanted to show what was going on here and like what this looked like over a little bit longer period of time. So from May 2nd to June 13th, which is still not a huge amount of time, here's what we're seeing in views. I cannot figure out what went out this day that caused 191 views so much. Really have no idea. And then this date here on June 13th is the one where I sent it to our email list. So it's wild. I really cannot figure out what that was, but I don't know, something went well there. As far as watch time goes, that is trending upwards. So that's amazing. And then we do have 56 new subscribers since we started publishing videos, which is fun to see. So that, in a nutshell, is what I have to report for a couple weeks of the YouTube challenge, and I will be back here again in a couple weeks with another evaluation. I know, because it has been a couple weeks, that things are going well, and it's kind of surprising me. Can't wait to share that. So I will link up the rest of the playlist for this challenge video, for all of these challenge videos. If you're unfamiliar with what this 90-day challenge is, you can check that out here.